Oh wow, yeah. Oh, that's worse. Oh my god, yeah, that's way worse.
Okay,
It's literally invisible for half a second because you twitch so fast.
so I've had Deadlock for the past couple of weeks. I've been in the lab trying to find things, do builds, crazy movement, whatnot, and I found some pretty sick movement tech that I've been abusing in game. Juked a couple people out, baited some things with it. Just a little note, it's kind of niche because it does require stamina, especially early game. Stamina is very important, but towards the end, you can get way more value out of it, especially if you spec into stamina items like I do. That's what I live for in these games is any kind of movement, crazy, just ridiculous stuff that I can do to fake people out. That's what I like. Even if it's not the best build, that's what I build on the characters to be able to do this. So in game, this is way more prominent. Anyways, to get right into it, I don't know what to call this tech. I showed it to my friends and they just called it fame dashing because it's just kind of the thing I've been doing in our games and stuff. But whatever you want to call it what you want. It doesn't matter. But for the sake of this video, that's what I'm going to call it. So every time I refer to it, you know what I'm talking about. All right, but anyways, let's get right into it. I'm gonna show you guys how to do everything. So everyone knows that you can ground dash and you have to wait on the animation to stop before you can dash again. You could cancel that by doing a dash jump right when the stamina bar turns blue. This will be a kinetic dash. You could also dash and then slide out of it. You can do this very quickly or you can do it late. You can also shoot as soon as you start the slide out of the dash. If you want to stop it, you can do an air dash. It doesn't really matter though. But for my tech, what I've been using and juking people, baiting people, being flashy, it's really fun. Once again, it's pretty niche, but it's definitely flashy. What you want to do is you want to crouch and then you want to dash. And then if you do that, you can do any animation that you want and cancel out of the ground dash. So we go crouch, dash, we do another dash. You could do a crouch dash jump and get like this little bee hop. If you time it right, you can actually go pretty far. You can also shoot out of it. You can essentially shoot while you're in mid dash doing this. So if you want like another way that you want to try and footsie somebody, you know, you could do like this or something. You know, just it's an excess way to footsie. Obviously, it uses stamina, so you got to watch out. So to reiterate real quick, it is crouch, and you cannot be sliding. Like if your movement speed gets too fast and you're sliding, it won't work. You have to be in this crouch position in one way or another, and then dash out of that. Also, I would let go of crouch after you dash. If you do that, you can actually like do this little like slide thing where you could slide into like different directions like this if you wanted to. If you don't let go of crouch, you don't get as much slide basically. But I think a lot of you are wondering how I'm doing the ground dash chaining the most because it looks the flashiest. It's the most juke stuff that you can do and whatnot, right? Keep in mind, you have to crouch before you do the dash so you can dash cancel and do another one. Well, that means if you want to chain these every single time, you have to do a crouch into a dash. So I put crouch on mouse 5, like the one furthest away from me, and I put dash on mouse 4. I also put it on my keyboard too. I have like 4 different binds, but essentially what I'm doing is I'm taking my thumb and I'm rolling it from mouse 5 to mouse 4, kind of plinking it very quickly. If you're familiar with fighting games, you know what a plink is. It's one input into another in very rapid succession. So I'm essentially just plink rolling my thumb, mouse 5 to mouse 4, which will make me do a crouch into a dash very quickly. And if you spam it, it doesn't really work that well. Like, I'm rolling it here over and over and spamming it, and this is gonna eat stamina, and it just looks kind of funky. But if you kind of pace it nicely, like tap, 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 you can get that nice little, the crazy slide that Paradox has, right? So that's how you have to do it. You have to go crouch into dash every single time. Something else that you guys must know is, as I showed you earlier, if you do the tech and jump, you get the little B hop to come out, right? You can get a quick one. You get a pretty far one if you time it right. There's a good one. But you cannot kinetic jump out of this, even if the stamina bar turns blue. So you'll notice I'm trying to jump right when the stamina turns blue, and it's still not going to work. So the only way to get a kinetic dash out of that is you have to do a normal dash. So I can do the fame dash into a normal dash into a kinetic dash jump. So something else is you won't see the stamina bar turn blue sometimes if you do the fame dash into a normal dash. So you can attempt to do the kinetic dash. It's a lot of dash words. But just know that you can still kinetic dash even if the stamina bar is not blue. So just know the timing. I'll see if I can show you guys here. You'll see it turn blue on a fame dash, and then you'll see it not turn blue whenever I do a normal dash into the kinetic dash. So, see, it wasn't blue there when I did it. It's not blue there. So, just a little note, keep in mind, you can still kinetic dash when the stamina bar isn't blue after you do the dash tech. So, that's pretty much it. That's all I want to show you guys for this tech. Um, Go have fun, run some stamina items. You're gonna need them. I'll show you guys right here. It does eat stamina every single time that you do it. So use this wisely. It's a little bit niche. I use it, just for some swag purposes, if I'm being honest, and to be flashy. I have baited out a couple of things doing this, and it does look cool. There'd be some awesome clips of you juking, going crazy with people, but so I have to get to the part of the video where I show the game breaking stuff. If Valve ends up patching this, this will be the reason why, because it distorts the hit model really hard. It like sinks into the ground, bobs up and down, you can't headshot it. And it also completely breaks the camera whenever you spam it. So if they do patch it, this will be why. But if for some reason this video gains any traction and Valve happens to see it, I want to say, if there is a way for you to patch it on these two characters specifically, like, because how broken they are with it, can you do that, but also leave this tech into the game? Because, I mean, it's high risk, high reward. It's movement tech that's flashy, fun. We can use it for even more advanced movement in depth inside the game. And this is what we want. I know this is what I want. Like, I want crazy, flashy, hard to do, skill gap movement things. And this is just another added layer. It's a really cool way to juke and do stuff. So if you can, patch that, keep this tech in the game if you somehow see this. Alright, so really quickly, I'm going to show you guys why whenever you do Fame Dash with the Grey Talon and Haze, and you spam it over and over, it messes up the game, distorts the player model, breaks the camera. So here, I'll showcase it here and tell you guys how to do it. So as you can see, this is using no stamina at all. I'll do it again. There's fast stamina is off. I have no items on, and we've now broken the game. And if you keep pressing it, it actually breaks the camera really bad. Almost looks like she's like a dog running or something. And yeah, it's pretty bad. So, and another thing that you can do is, and it's the same. I'm still doing the Fame Dash. It's the same thing, except you don't hit crouch anymore. So I'll go crouch and then dash, and then you just keep pressing dash. You don't have to hit crouch anymore. Like, I'm just tapping dash. So, but here's the thing: while you're doing this, you can shoot the gun. So I'll throw up a clip on screen now, a couple of clips where I have speed turned on this character, and like how you could essentially like peek and footsie people. as you know, it's just gonna completely break the player model. Like, imagine like trying to headshot this or shoot this, right? It looks ridiculous. I'll show Gray Talon real quick here, and then I'll play the clips. So same thing here. Yeah, it's they're gonna patch this, and this is what I'm hoping they don't patch the tech entirely. It only doesn't use stamina and does this really broken like player model thing whenever it's Gray Talon and Haze. Also, I did notice on characters like Paradox and a couple others where the player model would low key just like float. They literally look like a Jedi or something, just floating. And it kind of bugged the player model out there too. So once again, Valve, if you can keep the tech in somehow, but make it where we can't do this, that would be amazing. And for the help of you guys patching it, once again, it's just crouch into dash, and then I keep hitting dash, and that's what's allowing this to happen. So it'd be kind of weird if they patched dashing out of crouch. I don't think that would be a very good thing to do, but who knows how they're going to patch it. But that's it. That's everything. The rest of the video is going to have clips in it of me showcasing what it would be like if we had no cooldown on it. The game would just be for absolute movement maniacs, but
this. I'll outthink them. Goodbye.
Matter transfer.
yep, that's all. That's the video. If you guys enjoyed it, like, sub, comment, do your thing. If not, it's all good too. Hopefully, put a new move into you guys' arsenal. Maybe we see some pretty flashy or cool clips with it too. But y'all have a good day.